In late 1944, the war in Europe was slowly drawing to a close. The German forces were losing their grip on Italy, and the Italian partisans were harassing the German supply lines as they attempted to pass through the northern Italy Alps. Churchill had ordered airdrops of supplies, including guns and ammunition, to support the partisans. To avoid being caught by German troops, the supply drops were made at night at locations high in the Alps. Signal fires guided Allied aircraft to the drop zones under cover of darkness. On the night of the 12th of October 1944, a flight of 20 Liberator bombers, each with a crew of 8, left its base at Foggia in southern Italy on one of these supply missions. On board KH-154 was Sydney Delisle, a 23-year-old newlywed flight sergeant from the West Indies. As the flight progressed, the weather slowly closed in with low cloud and snow. Of the 20 aircraft that left on this mission, 11 called it quits in the worsening weather and returned to base. 3 managed to find a break in the weather over the drop zone and successfully made the drop. The other 6, including KH-154, were never to return. 48 airmen gave their lives that night. Flight Sergeant Sydney Delisle's daughter would never know her father. The bodies of the crew of KH-154 were retrieved by the partisans and buried in the cemetery of a nearby village. This is the story of Marie Delisle's visit to her father's gravesite almost 60 years later. It begins at the little northern Italian hamlet of Bra.
On our own.
The car?
Yep.
And then on the autostrada, and off and on and off and on and off and on the autostrada, down this road, highway down the autostrada to Turin. And then by some amazing coincidence and good luck
Luck more than good
luck, we stumbled across the village of Bra.
Not really a village, it was a town.
Yeah, pretty big, eh?
Yeah, it was.
Bra, bigger than I thought.
Yeah, we get in there and then we realised we've got to find a hotel. Yep. We hadn't knew the name of it, but... Full day, full of emotions. As we headed toward Lake Como, we passed all the high mountains, very high, covered in snow, and I started to think about the young lads, of whom my father was one, who crashed that night in October the 22nd, 1944. But I think a lot of it was focused on my mum. She, how she would have felt knowing I was here. I know she couldn't have coped with this, and I am doing this as much for her as I am for me. I've never known what happened to my father. Finally, I knew he was lost in the Alps, and that's about it. And now I am going to where he actually died. I think, yes, I probably will cry over the next 2 or 3 days, which sounds strange, but I almost feel lucky that I know what happened now, and I know where he died. And I feel sorry particularly for this other girl, Anne, that I'm going to meet. She doesn't know what happened, where her father went down. It is presumed that his plane went into the ocean.
Io sono Marie Delisle, figlia di Sydney Delisle. Non ho mai conosciuto mio padre perché lui morì prima che io nascessi. Vorrei dire solo grazie alla gente di Bra e di Aurora perché dopo 56 anni ancora ricordano il grande sacrificio stato del personale della missione e continuano ancora ad onorarli. Sono felicissima di essere qui perché mi sento vicino a mio padre in un modo che non mi sono mai sentita in vita mia. 1.000.000 di grazie a coloro che hanno organizzato questa grande riunione. Grazie ancora. Ciao.
Age 37. Aubrey Ross Best, Brighton, age 21. Duncan Carswell Holland McNabb Shearer, Sergeant, Scotland, age 25. Harry Heald Borden, Sergeant, England, age 20. Sydney Delisle, from the British West Indies, age 23. Arthur Donald Griffin, Sergeant, from England, age 25. James Horton, Sergeant, in England, age 19.